When it comes to advertising, we have this tendency to underappreciate just how much of the reasons that people make decisions about products based on how often they hear about one brand versus another and relative to another. So if you're competing with a brand who is 10 times bigger than you are, they're probably going to hear about that company 10 times more often than they're going to hear about you. Not just from an advertising point of view, although that's going to be likely because we all spend roughly the same amount as a percentage on marketing, but also because that brand exists in the world 10 times more than you. It has market share 10 times greater than you. And so when people are out in the world seeing someone wear a product, use a product, or you're in an organization where they train people on this tool versus that tool, you're going to hear about and see the brand that is 10 times bigger more often than you're going to hear and see about the one that is smaller. And so that's what people use as a proxy for decision making. And when we do advertising, we very often try and index it towards performance marketing. We want to show the ad as little as we possibly can. So we put an offer in front of someone and we hope that that message is compelling enough to get them to take up that offer. And if one ad won't do it, then maybe 2 and 3 if necessary. And you end up with these nurture programs and retargeting pools because we're trying to show the least amount of advertising for obvious efficiency reasons. But if all of our messaging is the least amount necessary, then it's often not enough to actually compete with the share of voice that any of the competitors have. So while you're trying to be very, very efficient in convincing people to make a decision, you might actually be underrepresenting your brand and taking up far less of a share of voice than you probably need to if you really wanted to move the needle.